Thank you so much for the Dr. Pepper.
A treat.
Very, very sweet. Very sweet to get me a treat.
Well, I know you like Dr. Pepper secretly.
I will say, brave of you to get me more caffeine.
I know. Well, I didn't think you would have had a coffee in your hand when I got home.
I had a pre-workout this morning.
God.
And then I had a coffee.
God help us all.
And now you've given me Dr. Pepper.
Oh, God.
Take the rabbits
in. All right, Maddie, do you want to kick us off? 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Good. I liked that. The energy was there.
It was high energy.
It was nice.
Today.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about some stuff that's been going on in our lives outside of this.
Uh-oh.
No, it's all right. It's fine. You recently needed me to print something off. And I said, oh, my God, we've got a printer.
Yeah, surprisingly,
you didn't
we
know
actually
we have
one.
a printer in storage.
We have this huge, annoying storage cupboard where everything's just thrown in.
It's packed to the absolute brim. I said, okay, I'll go and get the printer for you. So I crawl in and I am literally commando, like I'm in a jungle, like an obstacle course. And I see the printer and of course it's right up the back. And then I reach for
with
the
the
printer.
spotlight shining down on it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, like Indiana Jones. And I reach in and I'm just touching the printer and I'm like, I've got it. Here we go. Getting this for Maddie. And then just as I touch the printer, I hear you from the other room go, baby, can we foster kittens? Which I just really wanted to document and remember forever because it's not the first time that you've asked me to do something and then in the process of me doing a thing, asked me to do something else.
I do that a lot.
Do you remember when you asked me to write your introduction for a performance you did? And I was so excited because I was like, I'm a writer. I can do this. I'm going to nail this.
Yeah, you were.
And I sat.
And you did.
I did. I nailed it. But while I was writing it,
Yeah.
we were upstairs on the couch. And while I was like, yeah, absolutely. Just let me think. And I was sitting there and I was like kind of
Had
at
your
the
laptop
laptop.
out.
I was kind of like getting ready. And I was like, the words were coming to me. And then you just turned to me and you go, Daniel, I'm bored. Where's the TV remote? And you give me, and I give you the TV remote and you put it on.
Oh, it makes me sound like such a princess. I'm not that bad, I swear.
You're a princess, but that's okay.
I think I just forget.
I like that about you. It's funny.
I forget
It's funny
that
as.
you're trying to do something.
No, I know. It's really funny. It's really funny. What it did make me think of is, I've got an older sister and I'm thinking like me placating your every need in terms of just it's an automatic reaction. You do it for me too.
Oh, no.
A lot of different ways you do. But I was wondering, I'm like, I had an older sister and
Yeah.
she used to boss me around.
Well, so did I.
You did too.
Yeah.
And the one that we talked about on the last episode, which is insane, is can you go get me toilet paper? Which is insane. Toilet paper! Like
She was
it's crazy.
down the driveway.
It's crazy.
She sent me up to their
Yeah,
house.
it's wild. It's wild.
It was a long driveway, to be fair. And we were pretty young.
So something my sister used to do to me is my bedroom was down the hall and she would scream out to me. She would scream. And she would sometimes make it seem like it was an emergency. Daniel! Daniel! Quick! And I would run to her room. I would fall for it again and again and again. Run to her room. She would be in bed, covers over her, and she'd go, can you turn the light off? And I'd do it because I'm like, well, I'm there. But what's wild is she honestly could have turned the light off without getting out of bed.
What? The switch was close enough.
It was very close for
that's
sure.
so mean.
Is there anything Phoebe made you?
I used to have to piggyback her around a lot.
Okay. That is next level.
And I'm the younger one.
Yeah.
She was generally a little bit bigger than me, when we were kids.
So wait, would she go, Maddie,
No, I think
where is my steed?
I think she'd just hop on.
She'd just hop on.
I think so.
Would you try and buck her off? And she'd go, whoa, Maddie, whoa, Maddie. Hey, whoa, girl. And you're like, you slowly calm down. And then she gives you a carrot. You're like,
I'm pretty sure she would just hop on without warning. Like it would just. She'd just jump on.
it's wild. I'm like, my sister used to make me turn the light off. You're like, yeah. My sister used to ride me around like an actual literal horse. Yeah, my sister had a saddle that she'd put on my back and she'd saddle me up. And I wouldn't sleep in the bedroom. We had a stable for me.
I had my own barn.
You're like, I was a horse for a small time in our family. I was the family horse. She's just like carry you through. They'd be like, oh, people would be patting you.
He'd put me in competitions. We'd do dressage and stuff.
And then she was crying with a shotgun going, she broke her leg. Yeah, look, she's been with us for a while, but...
She'd brush my hair and like braid it and stuff.
Yeah, wow.
And why do our sisters sound so mean? I guess like when you're kids, older siblings, that's just what happens.
For sure. I mean, I showed you the footage though. My sister, when I was a baby, and my sister's only two, so the age gap is 18 months with your older sister, 2 years with my older sister. And I know that when I was a baby and she was a toddler, she was just obsessed with me.
Oh, same. Yeah, she loved me. Or she hated me at first, I think, but then she loved me. I was a sidekick.
Yeah. And then it just, it evolved into, okay, well, you are going to do my bidding.
Yeah. Like a good sidekick.
Yeah, for sure. My sister never rode me around like a horse. You know? My sister never like entered me into annual Easter show competitions. You know? My sister never submitted me to be in the Man from Snowy River in the Easter show. In the play where they had actual horses.
Yeah. And I was one of them. Like it was just real horses and me.
Yeah. And you're just running around like
I've got my little coconuts
and the whole time Phoebe's watching you going, no, she's going the wrong way, fucking right.
We're losing this one. God, this is not what we practiced.
She puts you in. She's got a trailer for you, and like you don't even sit in the car.
I get in the trailer.
She's like, get in there. So pissed off on the way home.
Kicks me in there.
Fucking fourth place. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Oh God, so good.
Yeah, so that was most of my.
That was most of your childhood. Yeah, wow. So I thought we could talk about today school excursions because we kind of touched briefly on Year 7 camp last episode.
Yeah.
By the way, welcome to Remember That. This is a 90s, 2000s nostalgia podcast. I'm your host, Danny Giles. Across from me is Maddie Bell.
Oh, we're actually doing this.
Why not?
Okay.
Like such attitude. Why not? Like I did. Like this is real drama behind the scenes. You're like, wow, we're actually doing this. I thought we had decided we weren't going to. Across from me is passive-aggressive Maddie Bell, who doesn't believe in introing the audience. That's fine. We just won't talk to them. That's fine. So, Maddie, tell me about your stupid childhood or whatever. No, look. Yeah. So look, we touched briefly on Year 7 camp. You know, if people didn't hear it, Maddie got her boobs squeezed. I do want to talk about Year 7 camp, but I was in a debate with a friend, and I thought I had that if you're in New South Wales for Year 6 camp, you go to the snow.
Oh, really?
Well, every school that I knew around us growing up, that was what we did, and it wasn't like fancy. You know, it wasn't like, ooh la la. I didn't go to a rich school or anything. We just went to like shitty cabins down south, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, I don't even think we stayed in the snow. We just like did a half day trip. You know, we went down near there.
Did you ski and stuff?
No. It was literally, my memory is we got out of the bus and they went, well, there it is, kids.
The snow.
The snow. Everybody back in the bus. It's fucking freezing.
Are you serious?
We for sure didn't ski.
You didn't get to.
We didn't ski. We didn't snowboard. We just got out and I just remember seeing snow. And I don't know what this is. So did you not do this?
No.
Right.
No.
So what-
Must be nice to go to the snow.
No, this was what made me angry. Marie had the same reaction. She was like, oh, no, sorry, I didn't go to a rich school. I'm like, no, this wasn't a rich activity. I'll tell you why. Because we went gold. It was about Australian history.
Yeah.
And down south near Mount Kosciuszko and down that area, that's where a lot of the gold panning and stuff happened.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of kind of history. And there's also, I remember part of that same trip was an Indigenous centre. And there was like some, you know, we went there. It was like kind of, I guess, a museum or something. So yeah, there was a bit of like Australian history that was tied to it. And then it was like, oh, hey, we're close to here. Let's go to the snow.
Here's the
and we
snow.
also went to Questacon. I think now that I think about it, did I go to a rich school? That's a lot for one trip.
Yeah, you know what? I never went to Questacon.
Okay, let's talk about your experience.
Well, we came to Sydney for our school trip.
Oh, that's adorable.
Isn't that
That's
funny?
adorable.
How long would the drive? It would have been a long drive.
Tell me, what
It would have been from, you know, around Lismore, Byron.
Oh my God.
What's that, like 10 hours?
That's probably,
Did we get the plane?
I don't think it's 10. I'm going to look it up now. Why not?
It's
Let's
a
look it up.
long drive anyway. I'm pretty sure we went
Lismore
on the bus.
to Sydney. 7.5 hours.
Oh, yeah. We must have bussed it
That's a long
For-
bus trip.
for our primary school
That's a long bus trip.
We went to the Powerhouse Museum. I remember it being really boring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we saw. All I remember is one of those stupid balls that you put your hand on and it's got electricity in it. But we didn't even do anything fun like climb the bridge. We didn't even do that.
Did you go to the Opera House? Because it's weird if you didn't go to the Opera House.
I'm sure we did. I think we went around Darling Harbour and stuff. I think we just walked around and didn't do much there.
Okay, follow-up question. Was there any drama going on?
Yeah, well, I had
Oh, here we
so
go.
I had two friends, two girlfriends,
Mm-hmm.
and we were sort of a little group.
Yep.
I think this was in later primary school, like maybe year 5.
This was the Sydney trip?
No, this is different.
Okay.
We were going to, I think Dreamworld. Was it Dreamworld or Wet n Wild? It was one of them. And this is so mean. Kids are so mean.
Oh, no.
Like, I know.
Did you,
So
did
one
you
of-
throw someone?
Well,
Are they still there? Did you trap them in a water slide? They're still there. They've been there for 20 years.
so on the lead up
Like,
to this,
help! They've been surviving off Smith's chips, crumbles, and
crumbles
what is it? Crumbs
and Bubble Bills.
and Bubble Bills.
So in the lead up to this trip, you know, obviously it's a really big deal. You get really excited in the weeks leading up.
Yep.
So for some reason, me and my best friend, and then so we were really close, and then we were friends with this other girl, but we just decided we didn't like her.
Can we name these girls?
I
You can give them fake names.
Okay, well let's call my best friend.
Juggalo. And the mean girl, Stinky
no,
Pants.
I'm the mean girl. in
Okay,
this.
okay. And the girl who you bullied, Stinky Pants.
Okay,
Okay, so Juggalo and Stinky Pants. Go.
yeah. So
Already, I don't like Stinky Pants. She sounds like
No.
she's got stinky
no,
pants.
we were so
I'm
mean.
joking.
Kids
Yeah,
were
go
so
on.
mean. So me and Juggalo, we were good, really good friends. We were really close. We decided we didn't want to be friends with the Stinky Pants.
Yep.
And we wanted to get rid of her out of our group
Oh my
before we
God.
went to Dream. I know, it's so mean.
Oh,
And we were like kind of,
this is actually shocking me.
I know.
This is actually like,
Kids are so horrible.
I think you should pack your things
Yeah, I
at the end of
might.
this and just,
I have to think about what I've done.
no, I'm joking. Go
We
on.
decided that, you know, we had to stop being friends with her before we went to Dreamworld because otherwise we'd be stuck with her at Dreamworld.
I mean, it's fair. It is fair. That's a long day.
It's important.
Do you know what I mean? If you're with somebody that sucks and you're like, oh no. Like, to be fair, it's smart thinking. Do you know what I mean? It is mean and cruel, but it is like...
It's good forethought.
It is, because it's like, are we going to enjoy this day together, or are we going to have to fucking take care of this stinky pants? Like, yeah, anyway,
No,
go
but
on.
to this day, I still feel bad about
Oh,
this.
she's probably a fucking rocket scientist
Oh,
now
no,
or
she's
something.
got a great life now. I'm friends with her on Facebook and stuff. She's gorgeous. Anyway, and the fucked thing is, this girl was my neighbor.
Oh, my God.
Gets worse.
Oh, no, keep going. Yep.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I have to get it off my chest, actually.
Yeah, please. Yeah, this is a safe
it's
space.
a confession.
Yep.
And so we were conspiring, me and Juggalo.
Yep.
And then one day we're like, we have to do it. We have to do it before Dreamworld.
Mm.
One day we were playing handball with Stinky Pants.
Mm.
And we just said, we were like, we think you would be better being friends with someone else.
Like,
so bad.
Wait. So you know what? It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
We tried to make it sound like it was her idea. Like, that's so manipulative.
It is, but I like that you approached it like you guys were a corporation. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you did that this day, that would have been on Zoom for sure. Hey, we've just put an event invite in your calendar. Don't stress too much about it. Just a bit of a formality. We're just going over some things for the friendship. Hi, Stinky Pants. Thanks so much for coming. It's been crazy weather out there, right? You know, the Zoom pants, like they try and soften the blow. Crazy weather out there. Now, hey, just wanted to run a few things. We've got Dream World coming up. Are you attending? Dream World? Yeah. Great. Awesome. We are too. Look, we're just kind of looking at the spread of the day. We're sort of thinking about your needs and kind of what you're after. And we're feeling like we're not really delivering what you need in a friend. You know what? Not as mean as I thought. Like, I thought you were going to be like, so we fucking put her on a hook. Like, we put her on one of the bag hooks.
We put her on a hook.
Or like we locked her in where the bags are and she didn't get to go to Dream World. Now, how did Stinky Pants react? Okay, let's call it. Can we call it? Now I feel bad calling it Stinky Pants.
I know.
Let's call her.
Okay, let's call her Rihanna,
the singer.
Okay, Rihanna, yeah.
So she's living a best life now because she's fucking Rihanna, the singer.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rihanna, what happened with Rihanna? What did she do? Like, how did she react to
So we're playing handball.
You're playing handball. It's a weird in the middle of a handball
yeah,
game.
why did we choose that?
Was it like, was it like you served and then you grabbed the handball and you just went, you took a big breath and you go, you know, I've been thinking, can we just pause handball for a sec?
I don't think we paused.
You know, but you kept, it was during the game, like commentating. Ball goes over, like you're off the side, and they were, great rally here between Rihanna and Juggalo coming up to the left. Rihanna takes that with the energy of somebody who's looking for new friends. But we do know that she's happy now, and she's married and has a kid.
Yeah.
And maybe her kid is being mean to other people.
Not yet.
What about Year 7 camp? So I don't remember. I remember just going to this weird island for Year 7 camp.
We went to an island too.
Okay.
I didn't even tell you what we did on that one. We went fucking whitewater rafting.
Really?
Isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
It was scary.
Yeah. Wow.
We had to float down these rapids without not being on a canoe, not being on a boat, just by ourselves with a life jacket on. It was so scary. We could have drowned.
Was that the whole trip? Hey, we're going whitewater rafting?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the whole trip.
Wow.
But the other Year 7 camp, we went to an island for a week. We had to bring all of our food, everything.
Wow. You camped.
We camped.
Wow.
And it flooded one night and our tent flooded.
Wow.
It was rough. I came back with bugs in my hair. I had dreadlocks.
You had dreadlocks?
So we got back. It was really early in the morning. Mum had to pick me up off the bus. I don't know if it was lice, but it was some weird bugs in my hair. I had to comb them all out and comb these mats out of my hair. It was like we went feral for a week.
So you didn't actually have dreadlocks. It was the nature's dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'll tell you something that I did a lot of because I was brought up in the church.
I was going to say masturbating.
Oh my God, Maddie. So much. So much.
Because you were brought up in the church.
Because I was brought up in the church. I did a lot of like church camps and school holiday camps.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you've got a really fucked up church camp story.
Which one?
The farm.
Oh, ag camp.
My God.
Which
That
what
is
part of it?
disturbing.
What part of
You had to watch them. Like, didn't you have to participate in the slaughtering and stuff?
Oh, okay, right. I'll tell the ag camp story.
And you had to sleep on the ground.
No. Okay.
Didn't even have a sleeping bag.
So I was sent on a few church camps.
They sound fucked.
No. Listen, there was one that was fucking lit.
What was it?
It was called Brightwaters. We'd go to some like lake or river or something like that, but they'd have really like almost every single day planned out with all of these fun activities. There was one where we would go out into the bush at night, right?
Okay.
The camp leaders would be up in the trees.
Oh, this sounds murdery so far.
Up in the trees with torches.
Oh.
And they basically would say to the kids, it's your job to get to the other side without us catching you.
Oh, that's fun.
It was so much fun.
That's scary, though.
Oh, it was scary, but it was you genuinely felt like you were in a movie.
have fear,
It was so good. And then there was this other one.
Wait, so they would just like swing between the trees?
No. Like they would be like, okay.
Or staying in their position.
Literally, they'd be like, you guys need to get to the other side. We're going to try and find you. Go.
Wait, so they're in the tree.
Oh, they're not necessarily in a tree. They've just got torches. And if they flash you, you had to go back to the start and start again.
Like Murder in the Dark. Did you ever
Exactly.
play that?
Yeah, I guess it was like Murder in the
good
Dark.
game.
That was a good game. I guess it was like Murder in the Dark, but it was...
But you're trying to get somewhere.
We were trying to get somewhere. There was another game called Majors and Generals, which was we each had a tag, and you basically had. It was a very physical game. You basically had to go up and rip the tag off the other person.
Oh my God.
And it was like a capture the flag army game.
Oh, Jesus.
It was so much fun. There was another one where they told all of the kids to wait in their cabins. And then
they'd come in at 2 o'clock, be like, "Get up! We're going on a raid." 2 a.m. Like you're in the SAS.
No, legit. This is what it was.
Banging pots and pans.
This is what it was. I honestly think about this camp still, and I sometimes think I wish I could talk
Go
to.
back.
Well, no, just I wish I could talk to anyone that put it on and was just like, hey, you guys
we could try and
nailed
find
it.
them.
You guys nailed it. Like you
that's
guys did
cute.
such a good job. So this was another thing they did. I'll never forget this. So they all of the kids had to wait in the cabin, and while we were waiting in the cabin, completely this place that we've been at all week completely decorated it and made it look like we were on an army mission.
Oh.
And when we came back,
This is
and
what
they
I was picturing.
and when we came back and they said, okay, everybody come out of their cabins now. All of the camp leaders were in character.
Oh,
It was so cool, and they all had
cute.
accents, and they're like right, and they sent us on this mission.
See, this is what
and
I
then
was
we went down to this beach, and they were like, right, we're gonna storm.
Oh my God.
Like we're gonna storm this thing, and they put us in a
Normandy.
boat. And
Literally,
like
like
it
Gallipoli.
was so cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then right at the end, we versed each other in Nintendo 64. It was like amazing. The thing, yeah. This was one of the coolest.
That sounds fun.
It was so much fun. So that was Brightwaters. I went there a couple of times, and then I went to this camp that my mum.
This is horrible.
So my mum got recommended this camp from some lady at the church.
Oh,
She
I
said,
hate that
"Oh,
lady.
Oh, my son Ben, he went and he loved it. He had a great
No,
time.
Ben didn't love it. I can guarantee Ben had a horrible time.
This is what I remember. This one was a bit more loose and renegade. So I get sent on ag camp. I don't make friends with anyone in this camp. I had a horrible time. Like, yeah. People were mean to me. I was annoying. I was like the little annoying shit. Nobody liked me. And a lot of them were country kids. I was like one of the only city kids. I was one of the only city kids. And they had this country ag camp. It's like, why the fuck are country kids going on this?
How old were you?
Just started year 7. I remember the thing that I was looking forward to is when I got home, I was getting a GameCube. And that was the thing that was keeping me going. That was the thing that was keeping me
so sad.
Survival. I was like
keeping you alive.
Super Mario Sunshine was out. I didn't have a GameCube yet. I knew I was getting a GameCube. I was so fucking excited, right? So
you just had to get through this.
I had to get through it,
first.
and I knew that was waiting for me at home. I had to get through it. I remember one time we were allowed to just get on bikes and go for a ride. It was like it was less curated than Brightwaters. Brightwaters was like, right, 2 to 3, we're doing this, then we're doing this. That was like, they were like, right, we'll see you guys at Savo. Just just do whatever. And I remember getting on a bike and riding and trying to get lost on purpose. Yeah, this camp was traumatic, bro.
Horrible.
So, okay.
Did you manage to get lost?
No.
It's no way
I
to get
tried,
lost.
yeah, but it was just streets, and I was trying so hard to just forget the way back and go down all these streets. But I remember I kept hitting dead ends.
But what would have happened if you got lost? You could go home. Like if someone would find you.
I think I was just, more, I don't know. I think I was just like, oh, imagine if I got lost and then I didn't have to be around the
Go
camp.
back, yeah.
You know, or I
sad.
could skip a bunch of activities or something because it wasn't good. It wasn't fun.
Sounds
it was way
fucked
more
up.
down your throat with Christianity. It was way more, Anyway, okay, so we get on the bus. Everyone hates me. I'm an annoying city kid. And my mum thinks that we're in cabins. So she sends me with a sleeping bag and some pillow and maybe a pillow. And then we get there and we're in, not only are we in tents, but because it's so country, we're in just basically a cover. It's a tent with no base. So I'm sleeping. And it's what's crazy to me is that the camp leaders didn't see this immediately and go, "Oh shit, this isn't good. We need to get this kid a mattress immediately."
Yeah.
But I was sleeping on a sleeping bag and grass and a pillow. Oh, look, it's not.
Poor little thing.
I'm sure other people have roughed it harder than that. Do you know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal.
Not when you're not planning to.
Yeah, look, it was quite a shock, especially, and I was from this whatever. One of the guys was a really sweet guy, and he was the only friend that I had, but he was also like friends with everyone. So it wasn't like me and him. You know what I mean? He was just a friendly guy.
Yeah.
His mum, who they lived right near the camp. Again, why are you going on this camp?
Yeah.
They lived so close.
Sleep at home.
His mum
at
had
least.
a farm.
Jesus.
She heard of the situation. She was like, "Excuse me? There's a kid sleeping on a sleeping bag." So she literally got a mattress from her house and just brought it and was just like, just sleep on that on the ground with a sleeping bag. It wasn't like a fancy mattress.
At least there was something.
It was something because she
sleep on.
heard that and she was like, "That's insane that there's a kid,
How did
this
she hear
tiny
about
little
it?
12-year-old boy sleeping on the grass."
Oh my God.
I remember waking up with panic attacks in the middle of the night and needing desperately to pee, and I'd run out and I just pee just outside the tent, and every time there were just sheep closer and closer. There was just sheep closer and closer to our tent. So some of the activities, so we had all of this free time.
Sheep staring at you.
Sheep staring at me. We had all of this free time, and we had sheep slaughtering was one of the activities.
God.
So you could pick activities, but they take us to these farms, and they go, "Okay, just we're going to go to this farm and we're going to help them, like whatever you do out in the field with seeds or whatever." And I remember it was post drought, like this would have been 2003, maybe 2004. It was when we had a really big drought. I mean, I guess we always have droughts, but I remember this particular one. The farmers were getting it was bad. And we went there, and I remember seeing just dead animals all around this farmland.
That's not
just
it.
dead, decaying corpses, and they were just like, "All right, let's." And we were just walking
like
past
it was just normal.
like it was just normal because it was this farm camp that I think was for farm kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's what was going on.
God.
Like it was all such a shock to me. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Honestly, curse your mum's friend.
So anyway,
Traumatic.
then we did electives. I did knot tying because I wanted to tie a noose.
Oh, that sounds.
No, knot tying was one of them. There was this horrible.
Right.
Get this. This was horrible. There was a thing where whatever kid did something stupid for the day or whatever, at the end of the day, you would vote for somebody who did something stupid, and then they had to wear a dunce cap
Oh my god.
for 24 hours until
That's
someone
so
else.
mean.
Yeah. We did sheep branding,
Oh my god.
which is it wasn't sheep branding. It's where they burn the tail off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why they do that,
Jesus
but I remember
Christ.
going there and just I didn't want to see it. I
Fucked.
heard them,
Oh, awful.
and I said to the camp leader, hey, I don't really want to. I'm a bit scared of
Yeah.
this, and he goes, well, okay, maybe just go and stand in the corner and just kind of face the other way. And so I went and stood in the corner, faced the other way, and just heard.
And then he
For
just
like half an hour.
and then he just gently places the dunce cap on your head. And pats you on the bum.
Yeah, I didn't even vote that night. I just said, hey, I don't want to.
No need to vote, guys.
I don't want to burn.
Got one already.
I said, I don't want to burn the sheep's tail. And then he just goes, okay, no worries. And I go and stand in
Face
corner.
the wall.
And then he comes over, he goes, hey, sorry, I'm just going to put this.
No, he just doesn't say anything. He just gently places it atop your head and taps you on the bum.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah, well done. There we go.
One thing that I do remember that was cool, there were two things. The one thing was we were going to do a bonfire.
Yeah.
Someone who owned a farm and a property agreed that we could blow up a tree. They got dynamite somehow, and we went way back, and they blew a fucking huge tree out of the ground.
What?
And then we started putting it together, but then it started pissing down raining, and we didn't get to do the bonfire, which sucked.
Great.
But that's a cool activity. And then the other thing was they had these tennis balls that were soaking in kerosene for like a day or two. And then they were like, right. And then they lit them on fire and they gave them to the kids, and we got to throw the tennis balls at each other.
The flaming tennis ball.
Yeah, because it's kerosene. So it's so soaked into the tennis ball that it can't really hurt you. Like when you put your hand on it, the flame kind of goes away from your hand.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. I remember when they
crazy.
told me, I was like, what? And then I saw it and I was like, oh. Yeah, it was
Whoa.
wild. We were literally it was one of the activities.
It's really dangerous, like
Yeah.
pyromania activities.
Yeah, and
Set
that's-
yourselves on fire, kids.
And then so one of the activities was sheep slaughtering, and I went, no thanks. And they
Right.
slaughtered a sheep and we ate it for dinner that night.
Lovely.
Wild.
Lovely.
Ag camp, wild.
Did you ever go on a little day trip, like excursions?
Yes. Farm, not ag camp.
Of course. The city
Uh,
kids go to the farm, and the farm kids go to the city.
Yeah, what do you guys do? Like what is
you do?
what's the city excursion for a farm kid? Because it makes sense. That's like, look, this is what they do in a farm. Are you like
Yeah.
going up to corporate buildings and watch people yelling at meetings? Is that how you got the idea to fire your friend? Was it on a day excursion to a corporation and going, oh wow, that's how they fire people? We should do that to our friend. No, I'm joking.
No, we didn't really do like, day trips or whatever to city stuff. This isn't an excursion, but we made a movie when we were in year 6 or year 5 or something.
What?
Yeah. So we had a special subject. It was actually my mum's best friend. She was a teacher. She came in and helped us make a movie. And it was the story of Snow
Wait,
White.
Was it the man from Snowy
Not Snow
River
White,
and
it
you were
was-
the horse?
It was. It's the one where she gets her heart cut out, or like the.
Her heart cut out? What?
It's not Red Riding Hood. It's
I don't know. Her heart cut
Sleeping
out.
Beauty. I think.
Hang on.
I think it was Sleeping
I'm
Beauty.
Googling it.
And okay, guess what character I played?
What?
You have to guess. You'll
Okay.
never guess.
A tree?
No, close. I was the gravestone.
Oh, no.
It was a pretty big part.
It's just wild that they, in kids' plays, they just made kids be props. Like, it's so mean.
No, I was good.
You were good.
I had a foam grave around my head.
And you were sitting there, were you like all, like, just kind of serious face?
Yeah. I
Wow.
was painted grey.
Is there any photos or videos of this?
Oh, I really want to find the video. I think it'd be so fucking funny.
I tell you got to start digitizing everything like I am.
Well, I don't know. Angela might have it. She was the teacher.
Okay.
I'll try and get it.
Yep.
God, it was funny though.
Was this your first acting experience?
We did a few plays in primary school.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the one I remember. Really getting into.
Yeah. Oh, you like, did you go and hang out at a graveyard for a while? Did you?
Method acting.
Yeah, you go, yeah.
The first
You really sunk into this role. You Heath Ledger joke at it. You slept in a graveyard for 6 weeks. Where's Maddie? She's getting ready for this role.
I was the opening shot.
The opening shot of the movie. Oh, wait. I just realized because this wasn't a
movie.
This wasn't a wait. So wait, why did they make a kid? It was a movie. Why did they make a kid be a graveyard?
We had a screening of it. I think it was some sort of competition because other schools did it too.
Oh,
And we went to a screening of it at the movies.
I need you to get
I
this.
know, I need it.
Does it exist?
I'm sure it exists somewhere.
Who do you know this person still?
Yeah, it's Mum's best friend.
Oh,
I'll
like
have to message her.
immediately. Like immediately. Just
That's
hey.
so funny. 'Cause, yeah, the dwarves were in it. It was Snow White. It must have been Snow White.
or it could have been a mashup.
I think
Yeah.
it was a mashup, yeah.
It's really funny.
Oh my God. And I had a flower in my mouth and I had to spit it out.
Why?
Like that was the opening shot. Because someone was placing flowers on the grave.
Yeah.
And then the shot comes in and I've got a flower stuck in my mouth. Because I'm the talking gravestone.
Oh, so so there's an actual character that's a talking gravestone.
I'm like the narrator.
Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
my role,
This is a big role. I thought you were just like a tree, like just sitting there. And I was like, that's so messed up. Do you know what I mean?
Not a talking role. I was
Like
the
just get
narrator.
some B-roll of a gravestone. Don't make Maddie look like a gravestone.
And we made our principal be in it and he was like the taxi driver or something. It was funny.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember any lines?
Yeah, like I had to say stuff like, meanwhile, back at the palace and stuff like
Ooh! I want to see this so bad. I've never wanted to see anything more in my
I'm
life.
going to have to find it. I bet it'll be
Meanwhile,
so
back in the
fucked.
palace. How's everyone enjoying the short film? You just keep breaking the fourth wall. Can I ask, what year was this?
It would have been...
Like, how old were you?
I would have been like 11 maybe, 12.
Okay, so we're the same age. So that's...
No, you're born in the year before me.
Okay.
I'm born in different years.
Okay.
Okay. So it would have been like 2001, 2002 maybe.
So technology back then for filmmaking, even short filmmaking, was not like you had to know what you were doing. Do you know what I mean? It's not like now where they have CapCut and all of this stuff where...
I can't imagine it's very good quality.
But even still, what I want to know is, was there editing involved?
Yeah.
So she would have edited it.
Yeah. I remember helping edit it. I had to do a pickup, I think.
And it was because of you? You're like, that shot, no, I fucking fumbled that line. Like you were taking it so seriously.
No, I had to do voiceovers.
You delayed the production 6 more months.
No, I remember having to record.
Okay, Crystal's fucked that line. Okay, can we just cut her out? Can we cut that whole roll out? You had to do VO.
Yes.
Wow.
I did.
This is big.
Yeah, it was a big time in my life.
I don't understand why I'm only just finding this out now.
I forgot about it.
Like we've known each other for quite a while now.
I forgot about
And
it.
I've
Well,
pretty
I didn't know
pretty
you went
early
to Bright
on.
Waters.
Yeah, but pretty early on I was like, hey, yeah, I want to be a filmmaker. I like making that stuff. And you should have said, that's funny. I've already done that.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor and voiceover artist and assistant editor as well. I actually have credits
I should put it on my CV.
on your IMDb as well. I mean,
Yeah, well, that too. My Wikipedia. Anyway, so yeah, year 7 camp where we went on a week-long trip to an island. God damn, it was so long. We had to catch a boat out there. We had to bus it up and then catch a boat out to the island. everyone got seasick.
Everyone got
It was
seasick.
overnight. We had to sleep on the boat. It was
What?
wild.
Where was it? You had to sleep on the boat?
Yeah. And then we got up in the middle of the night. There was like a little group of us that sneakily got up and went
Yeah.
out to the deck.
We did that on
And
a
we got
church camp.
splashed by waves. It was
Wow. Yeah.
really fun. Yeah.
Wow.
Because we couldn't sleep. We weren't allowed to wear bikinis. They wouldn't let us wear bikinis because we would get sunburnt. So I tried to sneak out wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
And the teachers
Because
had a
you were getting
towel
those boobs squeezed.
had a towel wrapped around me.
Yep.
And they're like, let's see. And I had to open my towel. And they were like, no way.
No way, your titties are out.
And then the boys, we all kind of set up our tents, close to each other, I guess. I can't really remember. And then the boys made boobs in the sand and like drew like a woman's body, and they're like, it looks like Maddie. And to this day, whenever I smell a certain cologne or like deodorant, it always makes me think of one of the boys on that trip.
Oh, wow.
It makes me think of that trip.
Yeah, wow.
Because he always smelled like it.
Smells are really funny.
So
like
powerful.
That. Yeah. Was this the boob squeezing camp?
No, that was the whitewater rafting. I definitely sat on a guy's lap and on the island trip. Because I was crushing on Angelo at that point.
Oh, and you were trying to make Angela jealous?
No, I was sitting on Angelo's lap.
Oh, that's really cute.
Because I broke up with my other boyfriend on the bus trip to the island.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I think actually maybe he broke up with me. I don't remember. I think I got dumped.
You got dumped?
I think so.
Why?
I don't know. We weren't talking.
Yeah.
It was just a really awkward relationship.
This was year 7 camp. And then there was a breakup, and then you went,
Come here, Angela. It's lap time.
oh god.
Okay, we've been going for ages.
Yeah, I'm out of steam. Are you out of steam?
Yeah. Good night, kids.
Wait, hang on. We've got to
Sorry.
wrap it up properly.
Well, what do you want?
What do you want?
I don't know, actually. Well, that was
Eating
good.
nuts through this entire thing.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, we've covered year 7. We've covered excursions. And yeah, that's it. You probably had it right by just saying good night, kids.
No, thank you.
All right.
Good
Ready?
night, kids.
Good night, kids.